Now this brings me quite nicely, the increase in system limits brings me quite nicely to migrating to Jade 7.1. Now the process of migrating to 7.1 from 7.0 is precisely the same as migrating from 6.3 to 7.1. So I'm not going to go into this in detail. I'm only going to describe the important differences. If you wish, you can come to us afterwards for a copy of the 7.0 TOI where we describe the migration process in more detail if you like. It is important to note that the upgrade is a migration and not just an upgrade. An upgrade is a simple, you can simply drop in the new executable files, the new dynamic link libraries, just take your system down, swap in those files, and it's a fairly painless process. With a migration, we actually create an entirely new database for you based on your old database. And this is necessitated in this case by the increase to the system limits that I've told you about before. We've had to reorganize some internal data structures to make that possible. You are probably wondering, and this is the answer. Yes, you can directly upgrade to Jade 7.1 from Jade 6.3. Although it is preferable to upgrade to Jade 7 because the architecture of Jade 7 is intrinsically more reliable.
What do you mean by that, Ty?
Jade 7.0 is more robust than Jade 6.3. It has been thoroughly improved. There are a number of improvements. There's improvements to the database certification processes. There's improvements to the entire process.
Are you saying the migration is more reliable from 6.3 to 7 to 7.1?
Yes.
No, it's preferable to migrate from 7.0 to 7.1 than to upgrade, than to migrate from 6.3.
So do you have to go through certification again to go from 7.0 to 7.1?
Yes, we want your database to be in a known good state before we begin the migration process.
There's a point here, you should actually be regularly running database certifications anyway. I strongly recommend that people run on a regular basis. Particularly the 7.0 also has multi-threaded certification as well.
Jade 7.0 natively supports a multi-user, multi-threaded logical certify operation. Now, as with the migration from 6.3, you can do it offline if you are able to spare the downtime, or you can do it online, what we call a high availability upgrade. Now, it's not yet supported to do a single user migration from 7.0 to 7.1, but that will be coming in a future release. Now you'll note I say the size increase is minimal for a 7.0 to 7.1 migration. Those of you familiar with the 7.0 TOI will know that there could be approximately about a 20% increase in the size of the database migrating from 6.3 to 7.0. And that's because we, again, changed the way we laid out the data, and that size increase, though, did come with commensurate performance increases. The migration from 7.0 to 7.1, it's a minimal size increase. This system, this large system, is about a 3% increase in size. Smaller systems, like this system, for example, may notice a larger increase by proportion because it will be their schemas that have increased in size due to the increase in identifier length that we've implemented. The user data itself does not increase in size overly much. Any questions?
What is there any in terms of the speed of the migration process? Is that similar from 6.3 to 7.0?
Yes.
Yes, it is similar, although if you go from 7.0, the order in which we migrate the files across has changed, and we do it more sensibly. So in a 6.3 environment, we are unable to take full advantage of the multi-threaded capabilities of the Jade ConvertDB application. But in 7.0, we can do that. So you may notice it's faster.
It does depend.
It's entirely system dependent.
It won't be slow.
No.
No.
If it is faster, how much faster can it
Depends on the structure of the system. But it's not going to be always a week or two faster.
If the migration speed is a factor for you, you should perform the high availability upgrade. Any further questions?
Are the caveats the same around what you can do while that high availability mode's in place in terms of
Yes.
emergency fixes and things like that?
Everything is precisely the same. The method is unchanged. Does everybody know what we mean by high availability upgrade? Essentially, what happens is you duplicate your database, possibly with an online backup, and then you apply the migration process to that copy of the backup while your 6.3 system is still live, and then you transfer all of the accrued journals across to that 7.0 system until you're ready to migrate. And then you can just, once you're at the point, you can just drop your 6.3 system and bring your 7.0 system up. And it's already been migrated and now it's live. Any more questions? Okay, well, I'll pass you on to Bob Davis to talk about our ad hoc indexes.